1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Competition.
A whole episode?
Competition.
It's your favorite show!
Competition.
This is Casting Broad!
Competition.
The show you really can't afford to miss.
With Tom and Matt. I'm
G'day.
Matt.
Oh, fuck.
Every fucking time.
Hi there.
I'm
Hello.
Matt.
Oh, come on!
I'm Matt. And who are
Yes,
you?
I'm Thomas.
Yeah, we're Tom and Matt. Jesus Christ. I don't think we're ever going to get that.
No.
How you feeling, Tom?
Good.
Good?
Good. Healthy.
Yep.
Healthy.
Me too.
Feeling better. Was limping after the tattoo that I've been given, but gifted, if you will. But it's getting better now. Some of it did fall off the other day, though.
Some of it fell off.
Yeah, when I
So the ink or the actual...
I pulled off my sock, and then some of the tattoo ink was like stuck to it, and it like just ripped off my foot.
Does that mean you actually have a patchy tattoo? Is there some areas where you can just see the skin?
Oh,
now?
big time.
Wow,
Big
I
time.
didn't know that could happen.
Yeah, neither did I. I think what's happened is old mate tattoo artist has just done some of it on my foot as opposed to in my skin.
Right.
So it was just like intense face paint, a lot of it. But there's some of it that's certainly right in there, right under the skin. So I don't know what I'm going to be left with at the end of it.
And the thing about it, man, is like way better than the other way around, where you actually had tattoo in areas you didn't mean to, because now you
Yes.
can just go to a tattoo parlor and get that shit touched up whenever you like. So that's
I'll
okay.
probably just have like a
Yeah.
Dalmatian-y tattoo, just real patchy.
Yeah.
That'll be fine. That'll be fine.
Department of Corrections and Apologies. First of all, apologies in advance for my voice today. Nursing a bit of a cold, so
Nah, you got a sexy husk going on.
yeah.
Going to bring in some female listeners, I think, with that voice.
That's good, because I feel like, especially for radio, the high octave is my one sort of
Yeah.
negative.
Well, this week you're going to be running those Manilow tones.
yeah.
Very Manilow, yeah.
I got the flu. Or a cold, not
The
the flu.
least
but,
sexiest thing you
yeah.
can probably say to anyone.
Yeah. And the other one I guess we wanted to touch on, and
Mm.
I think we might have maybe touched on this in the hangover portion of the last episode, but it's sort of funny listening back to the other drunk one. I guess I thought it was fairly entertaining, although, I mean, you can be the judge of that. But we said a lot of things, I think, that we were talking about as if they were normal, and then listening back, it's sort of like, we do really have some...
Vicious drinking problems.
Yeah, really unhealthy lifestyles there. We were really justifying and writing off all over the place. So, although I guess at the same time, we did sort of also acknowledge it while we were going.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Just, I mean, if you're drinking, if you like to have a drink, great. But just don't say that you're drinking because of Casting Broad, please.
Absolutely, yep.
Don't point the finger at us for that.
Especially if you're on your 12th and you're like, well, Tom Harper told me it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
falling on that sword. No, sir.
Also, me talking about like 4 drinks a night as if that was sort of like, 4, I guess, normally. It's a bit outside the norm, I assume. Well, I guess I kind of knew that at the time.
Man, your voice is totally different, eh?
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to listen back. I haven't heard myself on tape, so I can hear myself in my head, and it definitely sounds different in my head.
It's got an
From when
edge
it
to
normally
it
does.
this week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think I should just try and like keep this cold forever?
Yeah, man. This is going to be a new character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a sick little dude. How long can you keep up that flu, though?
I don't know. How
Till it gets
easy?
the best of you.
How difficult is that, right? Because I was just thinking.
What, like staying in the state of flu?
Well, I was just thinking, right? It's like, okay, as soon as I feel it wearing off, it's like I'll go try and find another sick person. But that's the whole idea of the cyclical sort of cold, right?
You'll need a
Is
new... Yeah.
that the bug of the year, the strain gets out there,
Yeah.
and then everyone gets it, but everyone's immune system catches up.
Yeah.
And so after that, if someone with the same strain sneezes on you and you're recovered, it's not a problem. That's like the most unscientifically informed, sort of like going off of like conversations I've had over the years with other uninformed people. But I
think
guess
you're
that's
right.
the way I sort of understand it.
Yeah, I think it's like that. You need to catch like new flus.
Because otherwise, you
Chase
would,
the new flu.
yeah, because otherwise you would assume that people would just keep having the flu in sort of winter or the change of season period. It'd be like, oh, okay, I can come to work now, and then someone else has it, and then you get it again. But that doesn't seem to happen, right? Everyone just has their one, and then more often than not, like 90% of the time, I'll just say.
How great is it that like You don't live in the period where catching the flu is meaning that you're probably or possibly going to die.
Yeah, although
I know where I know that still happens in some places in the world, but in terms of New Zealand, there was a day when like catching the flu, I was like, oh no, this is
was
the worst.
that the flu, or was that sort of
Yeah, man, because then it escalates because they can't fix it, they can't knock it on the head, and then all of a sudden it turns into TB or something worse, and then they're coughing up blood, and then they're dead on the streets in a wagon.
How did that work though? Because I mean, I don't get a flu shot every year, or any year really.
No, but the flu doesn't get rid. I mean, the flu shot doesn't get rid of the flu; it prevents it. We got the meds to like knock it on the head when you get it.
But I don't really take. Oh, I took Lemsip today, I guess. So
Yeah.
does that count? I guess. Just
Yeah, man.
Whatever the hell is in that.
Yeah. It's gonna
Right.
give you a little boost, and now you go back to your like aircon house or sit by the fire.
I hear it's just a matter of time though.
Well, before we start dying again.
Yeah, because there's always, you know how
no.
there's always those false alarms, right? The bird flu, the pig flu,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, whatever the last one was.
Cow flu.
Ebola was the
Usually
one.
Just an animal. Oh yeah, there was that one.
And it's always like a false alarm, but one day apparently
Quick
there's
question, sorry. Favorite pandemic? Epidemic?
What do you mean favourite?
I don't know. What's your favorite? Like greatest of all time?
The Black Plague.
Oh yeah. I was a big fan of SARS.
Why did you like SARS?
I just had a ring to it, and there was like that can of soda, SARS, and then like sales went through the roof when SARS was happening.
Right, okay. I guess I like the Black Plague because, like, rats and stuff like that, it's
Yeah.
kind of like got the medieval sort of cool tone to it.
Yeah,
I'm sure
man.
it wasn't cool at the time, though.
Yeah.
But, you know, they say that one day there's going to be one of these type, you know, avian flu, swine flu type things
shit.
where it's not a false alarm.
Good thing pigs can't fly though, huh?
Oh, yeah, because otherwise they'd be, yeah.
Would have had the bird pig flu.
It's mad cow disease, right? That was a real thing.
Yeah, man, I remember that when I was a
In fact,
child.
that really was a real thing, but they
Yeah.
just fucking killed all the cows.
Yeah.
Remember there's this really disturbing picture where it shows like this cow being like just like carried over onto this massive heap of cows. Like, they were just gonna
Oh.
fucking burn them or something.
Yeah.
I'm probably totally misremembering that. That sounds too brutal to be real. But I guess if it really was gonna be
Yeah.
In
No, it happened.
times-
I've seen a lot of them to Jurassic
burn
Park as
them?
well. Burn them, yeah. Feeding
burn them in a
T-Rex
pile.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
Yeah.
Are you
do
just
it.
bullshitting me, or does that really actually happen?
What, the burning?
The burning,
Yeah. Burn them at the stake.
the cows.
Yeah, it's a shitty cow joke.
Mm.
Speaking of cows, though, you hear about that farm in Ashburton that lost 500 cows recently?
No, I did not.
There's a farm in Ashburton that just exactly that. It's this weird, a simple story. It sounds like super far-fetched, though, but it actually happened. A farmer has lost 500 cows and no one knows where they are. It's like the Ocean's 11
I
of
did hear
animal
about this.
thievery.
See, someone was talking about it in class the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's aliens, right?
it's got to be.
We were talking. Yeah,
It's got to be.
it has to be. They like because those are big animals.
Yeah.
And is there any real profit? I mean, if you factor in the amount it would cost to somehow sneak these fucking things away, the amount of money you sink into that, how much money would there be left to make profit out of just some loose cows?
So then what are the aliens getting them for? Little milk? The big fan of the milk?
They're fucking aliens. Why would we know?
This is true.
You know, like they've got their own. Maybe back on planet fucking Zartar, they've got, you know, I
suppose-
kind of the cow trade of like maybe they're like as exotic as unicorns to them or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And I suppose also like it's that kind of thing like what some humans do stuff to certain animals, like little like pranks on them. And they're like, oh, look at them all confused. Like they might put like a little hat on a dog, and then the dog starts running around in a circle trying to get the hat off. So this is like they're doing that to us. They're like, oh, look at them. They don't know where their cars are. I'm confused.
it's
The
like that-
aliens doing that.
It's like that South Park episode where they have like the reality. I know I always bring up South Park episodes as a
Do
point
it
of
again. What do we
comparison.
got?
Well, there's like one where like, the kids discover that actually Earth was just created as a reality TV show for
Oh, God.
the aliens. It's like, oh, what are the humans doing today? Oh, look at all the wars they have and everything.
If that is the case, what are you then in terms of like going by the
And then
reality
they get
TV model?
cancelled. What am I
Yeah.
in the reality TV model?
Yeah. Which guy are you?
I guess I'm the weird 27-year-old who hasn't figured out what to do with his life yet. But it's finally getting things back on track, so people feel good now.
And then what would the testimonials, what would that be? Just people thinking?
Testimonials about...
You know, like reality TV shows, they
Like
go
you
to the
go into
camera
the
and
room
like,
and you
yeah, like
talk.
today Brick was really fucking me off, man.
Well, if it's been set up by aliens, I'm sure they can just tap into your internal monologue, which would be so much more interesting. I would watch reality TV if you could do that.
Yeah.
If you could watch... I mean, I don't watch reality TV, but I imagine I would watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians if you could actually literally hear what is going inside Kim Kardashian's mind.
I feel like their unfiltered thoughts would be pretty amazing to tap into, eh?
Yeah, because they're so boring and shallow on the surface. But inside, you figure there must be some cognitive dissonance there.
Crazy shit going on, I imagine.
I am so rich and I do fucking nothing. This is insane.
Just constantly.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
I cannot believe they shut down this entire mall just for me to go shopping for shoes. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's every second thought they have.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's, I'm hungry. And they're just back to that.
yeah, exactly. Competition.
Yeah, that competition though.
Like Kanye West is very competitive and he's married to Kim Kardashian.
Oh,
that was a bit of a delayed segue there. But yeah.
That's all right.
Competition. So, should we explain why this is the topic for this week?
Yeah, explain to me, because I don't fucking know.
Well, me and Tom's friendship is about to come under massive strain.
Oh.
I don't know if we're gonna make it through the next few months.
What have you got planned?
As previously, I got a good idea planned. That's what I got, Tom. As previously stated on previous episodes, we are both broadcasting school students, although I'm sure we could have fooled you. And radio broadcasting first years, and the things that the thing that we do every year when we go into the second year of the course, when we're the big fish, our whole challenge is running and creating a whole new station.
I'm with you now. Yep,
building it from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
And we've just gone into the planning phase for that, as sort of finishing our first year. And me and Tom, probably quite predictably, I think, have been split into different groups.
Yes.
And so we are now competing against each other.
Versus.
Yep, that's right. And next year, after planning and putting so much energy into both of our stations...
one of us is going to have to kill our baby.
Yeah. I mean, maybe both of us, because there's a third group there too.
Yeah, fuck them.
They're the worst one, I think. But that's our preliminary stages. They might evolve into, like, something better. But, we're going to put a lot of energy into our stations, a lot of thought, a lot of effort, and inevitably, at least one of us is going to lose. And quite probably, possibly, to the other.
I'd say, so there's going to be 1 week next year where one of us just isn't here. Because they just have lost and they just don't want to see the other person. So this time next year, someone's going to be doing the show solo for a week.
Yeah.
So one of us is like, fucking man, starting my own podcast.
Well, let's hope I have a cold that week, because I think you have the better voice, generally.
But you got the better ideas.
Well, you know, you got to balance it somehow, don't you, Tom?
And that's why we're such a good team.
Yeah, man. But that's not on topic. Competition. Fuck you.
I'm not a competitive guy.
I'll kill you with my bare hands.
I'll let you.
Well, thanks for tuning in. It's been a good episode. Competition, nice.
No, I do. There's something like I do lack a competitive nature, and it's something that I've always had that. I remember when I was quite young and would go to like my cousins and stuff for like a birthday party. We're playing something like silly games like pin the tail on the donkey or pass the parcel. Without fail, me and my brother would be playing. One of us would be winning, because we were kind of at the older end of the scale of the cousins.
Yeah.
And then when one of us is about to win, Dad would lean in real close to our ear and just say, just make sure you let one of your cousins win. Every time. So we kind of quickly realised that it's not about winning, it's about participating. And then because of that, I think lost my competitive streak altogether.
So your cousins were younger, right?
Yeah.
So they didn't get upset?
Well, yeah, I guess so. And it's probably like they're probably going to enjoy it more. At the end of the day, it's like we're winning a Crunchy bar or something.
Yeah.
We don't really need it.
True. Interesting. I mean, I can see both sides to that, right? So on one hand, it's about compassion and also make sure they enjoy their day. It's about, as you say, about everything you already said, because you were making the argument for it.
Yep.
And I see that, and I'm not saying I disagree. But if I were to make devil's advocate against that, I'd say, you know what, an important thing about being a kid is sort of learning lessons early and understanding that you don't always win.
Yep.
And in fact, if you want to learn to enjoy or get something out of the process, not the end result, you need to experience losing to understand what you sort of gained from the experience in the process.
Yep.
That's why I'm against this thing that I don't know if this is a thing in New Zealand yet, really, but they definitely have it in America. It's becoming more of a trend. Is like everyone gets a trophy.
Yeah,
So
I'm
they
not
have-
a fan. I'm not on board with that.
Yeah.
That's something I'm not so keen on.
Do they have it? Because you've got an education person in your family.
Yeah,
What are you?
teacher.
Educationalist? What do you say? Educator.
A teacher,
Yeah, a teacher. Right.
educator. I mean, that's the word.
This isn't even the drunk episode. I don't know. This is like the flu. This is the flu going to my head.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but you educator, teacher.
Lots
They
of
both
teachers.
they both work. So can you tell me if that happens here?
There is more. It's like not to that extent. It's not everybody gets a trophy, but there is like guaranteed going to be a certificate of participation as well as first, second, and third prizes, kind of thing.
Well, but that's not too bad. Like a certificate of participation, because that is important, especially because we've talked about me not being good at sports, right?
Yeah.
If a kid who's just not good, he doesn't sulk on the sidelines. He gets up, he sucks. He's like, hey, I put my best foot forward. I got involved.
Yep.
Pat on the back, you tried. But having no first place, no second place, no, we're not going to make
I'm
anyone
not a fan of
feel
that.
bad. Oh, that's shit.
Yeah.
But are you not a fan of the participation certificate, or are you not a fan just of, like...
With that one, I
the
can take it or leave it.
Okay, I mean, I'm probably good too, to be honest. I didn't get a participation certificate.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I did. I don't fucking remember.
Exactly. Even if you
That's
did,
the
you probably
thing.
don't remember. Like,
Because it wasn't my thing. I don't go, yeah, like I'm going to like frame that and put it up on the wall. See, I participated.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, no, actually, I take it back. You're right. It's redundant.
Yep.
It's at very best no effect. So, okay, yeah.
I do worry.
Against it completely. Fine.
do worry with my lack of competition, though, competitive nature, that my sperm are going to be the same way, and that they're just not going to like be that bothered about winning the race.
I don't think that's how it works, man.
What if there's like two of my guys? They get there and then they're like, after you. No, after you. And then they just keep doing that until they both die outside the egg because they missed the fucking pinnacle timing to fertilize.
I mean, aside from this being a stupid idea,
Genuine fear of mine.
Suppose it isn't stupid. Let me just try and soothe your concerns here. I know you're not competitive when it comes to winning a radio pitch,
Yeah.
but if this door in our studio, right, was like first person through this door gets to live, come on, you wouldn't try and beat me up and fucking win then?
I would definitely hesitate to see what you would do.
Um,
I'd want to know what you're doing first.
I'd
And by
probably-
then, you'd probably be out of there.
yeah, I'd probably like. I'm closer to the door, so I've got
Yeah.
an unfair advantage. Let's say we're like standing side by side,
'Cause-
and I make that move. So I'm the first one to make it. I
Yeah.
feel like you're the physically strongest. It's not, but by the way, it's not exactly stiff competition. Tom's not a particularly strong guy. But if I made the first lurch, it's not enough to get through there. You see that I am going for it. You're a
Yeah.
dead man if you don't try to do something.
I'm going to be a dead man. Like, I genuinely
What?
would be. If they, like,
Really?
if they threw that ground on, I'd look to you and I'd be thinking, like, neither of us are going to move, right? We're just going to, like...
I'm saying I am moving.
I know. But then in my head, I'll be like, no, I'll be thinking, give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll be like, nah, he's not going to do that to me.
You stop and realize.
And then I'd turn to you to be like, no, let's just wait this one out. And I'd just be looking at the back of your head. You'd be halfway out the door.
Okay, I'll throw in another variable here.
Oh, don't kill one of my family. If that's what you're about to do.
Why did you go there?
I don't know. That's like, people are like, well, what if you lost a family member?
No. This variable is still relevant to the initial sort of like 2 eggs in the thing that you gave.
The 2 eggs in the thing?
Fucking hell. The 2 sperm at the egg.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you have sperm?
Yeah. Let's say if neither of us gets through the door within 2 minutes, which is a very liberal amount of time, it's a very short way. But 2 minutes, if neither of us through at that point, we both die. So you save nothing.
Yeah.
You don't save me. You don't save yourself. We both die. And I'm going for the door.
Yeah.
What now?
Well, you're still going for the door. It's still the same to me.
So the fact that you have to kill me, or the fact that you have to stop me, like, stops you from doing anything because you feel responsible for my death.
Wait, hold up. What? So now I have to kill you?
No, well, you kill me by getting through the door first.
Oh, right. So this is the same, isn't it, as the other thing?
No, because now, if you...
I don't understand how this is different.
I guess it's not. But But I mean, okay, no, it's not actually right. But at least now you have, before anything starts, you know as a fact that we both die if
Neither of us go.
Oh, it is different because you were saying you'd assure yourself that I'll come to my senses.
I gotcha.
And I will be compassionate.
Okay, so this way
That's why
it's
it's different.
established that either we both die or one of us dies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're going to be out there first.
Wow, you really are not competitive, huh?
Yeah.
Because people do say, complimenting, Tom's so even keeled and stuff like that, and it's true, but that's too even keeled, man. Because there's just no benefit to that. That's you're pathologically even keeled.
I don't know if I'd enjoy a life outside of this room, though. Once I walk out of here and I know that you're dead because I left the room, I don't know if I could enjoy that.
Oh, surely after a few years you get over it.
Well, by the sounds of things, you would. So you should be the one going out the door.
You're making me sound like a sociopath in comparison, but it's not that bad.
I'm not trying to do that. I'm just being. I'm honestly. This is genuine. My response to all these questions. This is what I think I would do, and in this situation, maybe different.
I'm wondering where we're going to derive material for this podcast now, because it's you're just not a competitive guy at all. I thought I was not competitive, but you're not.
But I enjoy the. I like being in a competition.
Oh, you like the process, okay.
But the outcome, I was gonna give or take. Winning something has never felt better than coming second.
Right, and I love coming fourth, fifth.
Why?
Sixth.
Go into that. Why is that?
No, I hadn't finished my thought, Tom.
Oh, scratchy with the flu.
Fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever. If it's higher than what I thought I was going to get.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not a chronological. What is? Oh, God, my head is all over the place. I'm not a pathological sort of winner or anything. Yeah. I do enjoy the sort of process and competing with myself and trying to beat my own expectations as opposed to being number one.
Yeah.
So I get that. I'm on the same page with you there. There's another thing there's another type of competition, right? Competition with yourself.
Yeah.
You always try and beat your own.
Yeah. I do that. I actually think I probably am more competitive with myself rather than with other people. When I was younger, the sports that I had the most fun playing were the ones where I was solo, like golf or tennis, because I didn't have this team to that I was competing alongside. And then if I fuck something up when I'm doing solo, I'm only fucking myself over, not the whole team. Mm-hmm. I didn't like that weight on my shoulders, that the boys, we gotta win, all that kind of carry on. I was like, nah, I don't mind if we come second here.
I felt it a lot too, especially when I was, when I was young and I was forced to be in team sports. That was the thing I hated most. It's you hate being the weakest gear in the fucking works.
The weakest, eh?
Yeah. Let everybody else down at the same time.
What about in terms of podcasting?
Competitiveness.
How are we going to be the world's best podcast, Matthew?
Keep going.
What are we going to do?
That's a big thing, though, is just keep going and getting better. But in terms of being the world's best, I guess a lot of people have a lot more time to keep going than we have.
Maybe if we can't be the best, let's just be the longest running.
Yeah, longest running.
Do this all the way to our
90 years
deathbeds.
old, we'll just be podcasting the shit out of it.
We're going to find out that someone started a podcast in 2015 and they're going to beat us just by 1 year.
God damn them. Future people.
They'll always be 1 year ahead of us.
Cunts.
It's just Tim and Marty. Just real similar to us. Just the bizarro version of us. They're at the Auckland Broadcasting School.
What we need to do is get a guest. I think
Might be boring for you. Step. Is this the two of us, but boring?
No, it's not boring. I'm not saying we should have a guest every single time.
Yeah.
But my friend actually, who listened and was enjoying it, was saying, "Hey, challenge is get a guest."
Get a guest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would not be opposed to it.
I think we should do it. We just need to figure out a good topic or something for whoever to bring in. But I think a bit more dynamic to it there would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a woman, eh?
A woman would be fine.
Or, it doesn't have to be.
Or an Indian.
Get an Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah. What we're saying is just not a white male.
Yeah, not a white male, yeah.
Let's get a non-white male in here. Gary, can you organise that?
Yeah, Tom, that's fine.
Yeah. Beauty, mate.
No worries, guest, got you.
That's Gary, our producer.
Yep. Going up in the world.
Yeah. Matt, you just did some wheeze, didn't you?
I did just do some wheeze, yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear the cut? Listener, we did one.
Yeah, that's
Our
right.
first ever edit on the show.
Right when Gary was going out. Yeah, that's right.
See if you can pick it up where it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tom just told you, so there you go. But
Did I?
oh, maybe it was a bit earlier. Yeah.
Or is that
that's
misdirection?
right.
Is that the magician's red herring? Is that a thing? Is that what a red herring is?
A red herring is like a sort of thing that's supposed to throw you off the scent. It's often used in arguments, right? That's a red herring.
Well, that's what I just did
Yeah.
to the listener.
There you go. There you go.
But you just did do some wheeze.
I did.
How was it? How were your testes?
They were fairly firm, but I was quite happy with the sort of consistency of the stream. You know how sometimes you need to like stand there for a while, going like, "Come on, come on."
Mm.
I guess when you're busting to go and you need to stop the podcast to go have a piss,
Yeah.
that's not going to be a problem.
Nah.
But no, I was pretty happy with the consistency of the stream.
When you're struggling to do wheeze, do you ever have like a technique to make the flow happen? Some people like turning a tap on.
I guess thinking about a waterfall or something like that. One of the classics, right? Nothing very... I wish I could say something more exotic, more interesting and creative than that, but it is just sort of thinking of like, yeah, thinking of things that remind you of peeing. Like
Okay.
water flowing. Like
Tell you what.
turning a tap on, like you say.
One that I discovered for myself, because that doesn't work for me turning a tap on or anything like that. But if you just you just massage your bladder, sort of poke into your stomach there, roll your
I
fingers
can
around.
imagine that working.
It stimulates it, and then the flow comes. The only trouble is, if you're doing it in a public place and someone's behind you and you're doing this motion, it just looks like you're just jacking off into the urinal. So just be aware who's behind you, I guess. Maybe don't do it at a party, but at home, you need to do a little wheeze. There's a gift for the listener. That's a gift for you. You need to do wheeze, massage your bladder.
Do you ever get competitive at the urinal?
Oh, peeing competitions. They could do that technique. Mate, that could even give them a little bit like that competitive edge. Boom. You
That's
took another
hypothetical,
couple
but
inches.
do you actually get competitive in real life? Like, kind of like, oh, this guy's been going a while. I wonder if I can keep going
certainly.
longer.
Yeah, man. The little mind games like that, I love. How are you with because you did a bit of it at the start, like the smack talk. You know, like
Yeah.
WWSs have come out and like I'm gonna cream you, and they're just like that's all they do.
Fucking dead man.
Well, like that kind of thing. I used to get that when I play sports and stuff, but more often than not, I would just either say nothing back to them, or just like completely like diffuse the situation by just asking them an offhand question.
I suppose this is why I'm not really a huge competitive person. Like, we've established I'm obviously more competitive than you, but you're
Yeah.
an outlier with how uncompetitive you are. I never smack talk. And the main reason, and a very good reason, is I know that there's always at least a chance I'll lose, even if I've got the upper hand.
Yeah.
And if you smack talk first, it's going to make any potential loss
I feel
so
like-
much worse.
I feel like you'd also be the kind of person that if you did engage with smack talk, you would flicker your wrist, you just say something and you just really hurt the person. And then they'd either like get aggro and go twice as hard at you, or they'd just be really cut and be like, "Oh, dude, like you've ruined that for me."
It's almost like, I guess the best response to big smack talk, like, let's say, like, your fucking mother was an Eskimo and I'll punch your dad in the face till he cries and you're gay, or something. Like a big long spiel. I know that was really creative, guys, but you get what I mean. Like a big long epic spiel of like, you know, saying bad shit about you and everyone in your
I
family.
guarantee that someone said that genuinely to someone.
Yeah, probably.
Throughout the history of time,
Something
someone
like
has
that.
used those three things.
You know, if you just if someone did that big long rant to you and you were just like, you're a cunt.
That's
It'd be so much worse. It would be so like people would be like, "Wow, he got owned there."
Yeah, dude, that is
even
really
way
good.
less evident to that
Yeah.
one, but it was just so much more concise.
Yeah.
to the point.
That is definitely, I say, that's how I mean my flick of the wrist. They go like, oh gee, come on, bud. I didn't mean it. What I was saying, you're not actually gay. I'd never hit your dad.
But can't
Weird
Jesus,
order
man.
of things, by the way. Your mother's an Eskimo.
Yep.
I'm gonna punch you down in the face till he cries, and you're gay.
Yeah.
Why headline with you're gay? I feel like the most terrifying thing would be like you want to hit him last flat, and I'm gonna punch your daddy in the face till he cries.
I was making it up as I went along.
Your
man.
mother's
That's
an
the only
Eskimo. That's
explanation.
not even like. That's just he probably knows that.
I should have left that to last. I think that would be the most comically effective. Like, you're gay, I'm going to punch your dad in the face till he cries, and your mother's an Eskimo. That would be the best effective order of that, because it gets more and more creative as it goes on. I don't know, dude. There's no explanation. I was making it up on the fly.
Yep.
Just random insults.
Well, I'm going to use that next time someone comes at me in town.
Your mother's an Eskimo?
Your mother's an Eskimo, bro. What? Sorry, what? What do you say? What do you mean?
Pissed. Yeah, they should definitely put that in the lexicon. That's a good shit talk. Your mother's an Eskimo.
I was never the last kid picked in the playground for like sports games or anything.
I mean, even in school sprints and shit, I guess there was always a retarded kid or something.
Yeah.
So,
Always.
yeah.
I just had these little like fat little legs. Just
Is it an actual name?
couldn't pump fast enough.
Is it an actual name?
No, it's a fake name. I guess.
Okay, good.
It's his real name. We might need to bleep that.
Yeah, you imagine if he's like, oh, I wonder what Tom's up to these days.
Oh.
Dissing me on the...
He was super
Facebook.
aggro as well. Like if you just the smallest thing would just set this kid off. He was like total brainiac, like a real life Dexter, like Dexter's Lab Dexter.
Right.
But so he got put up 2 years ahead of his grade because that's where he was intellectually. But socially, he was like a negative 2 years of what he was. So he was just like a brat. He would just come at you with like sharpened pencil, just ready to kill.
What was wrong with him?
I don't know. It'd be confusing, I guess, because he was like top of the class and like intellectually, but then just like an absolute minger and couldn't.
Was it physical though?
Yeah, dude. He was super short, fat little guy.
So it was like a genetic fuck up somehow, like something went wrong.
Yeah. We're definitely going to bleep his name now. Holy shit. We just put this-
No, but you know what I mean, right? It wasn't like just like he was weak. It was like, no, like there was a recessive sort of something got
Yeah.
added up wrong in the old uterus there.
Yeah, probably about AFS. AFS?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Is that an acronym people use?
It sounds right.
Alcohol fetal syndrome?
Oh, right, like his mother's shocked, but we're definitely going to have to bleep his name.
Oh, God!
Just chain smoked and hit the vodka while he was in the womb.
Gary, can we just remember that? Can you mark that? Yeah.
I got it, yeah. What was his name again, Tom?
You're
Okay,
going to
yeah.
bleep that now, too.
Oh, damn it.
You got that, Gary?
Yeah, I got it. Bleep it all.
Thanks, mate.
Cool.
Fuck, it's good to have Gary on board.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got the budget for that.
By the way, how good is it to have a producer on board for the first episode that we're actually going to need to make cuts and edits?
Yeah, he's good.
Not even paying him. We might
Not
need to
paying
start.
him.
We might need to start paying him.
I think he was just a homeless guy, man.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't even know if he knows how to work the equipment. We should probably check on him.
Just
Might just be stealing from us.
Gary, can you take your cans off for a second? Thanks, mate. Yeah, just between me and you, he does smell a bit, eh? And have you noticed that when he comes in, he's always wearing the exact same clothing?
I hadn't noticed before. Now you bring it up. Yeah, it's
He
like the
doesn't
Slayer
like.
shirt,
I've
right?
never seen like khakis on him, so I don't know if he's coming from anywhere.
Yeah,
Maybe he is homeless.
possibly.
I'll work that out later. Yeah, you can back your headphones back on, Gary.
That's right.
Bloody good.
Yeah, go on, Gary. The other thing I was going to say about competition, right?
Mm.
What about like your natural
Abilities.
abilities?
Rhapsody.
Do you get sort of competitive when you notice someone else encroaching on them?
On my what?
Do you get sort of competitive when you notice someone else encroaching on your territory? Like, go back to I won't say like all the time, but go back to
This
school.
is my
when-
thing? Or
Yeah,
something
so
like-
there's something you're talented at, right?
Yeah.
And everyone knows that you're talented. It's like, Tom, he's really good at playing guitar or whatever you want to name, right?
Yeah.
Something you're good at.
I know. I'm with you now.
And then, like, there's a new kid in class. Oh, hey, this is Richard. He's transferred over from Lincoln or something. And, he's really good at guitars too. And you see, Richard's busting out the solo
Just
or whatever.
clearly better.
Yeah, clearly better or at least, like, around as good as you.
Yeah, I'd seek those people out
You love it.
because I know I'll get better by being around them because I'm like surrounded by someone who's better than me.
Okay, right answer.
Yeah, I'll be able to go after that. That definitely happened when I was like at St Martin's. I was the discus champion, believe it or not, with those fucking white bait skinny arms. At my school, and then this kid.
Okay.
He came over from Thornton, so joined us in year 7, and he was like quite a hot shot kid, like good looking dude, hit with the ladies, and he was one of those kids that could just play any sport and better than anyone else. So naturally, he kicked my ass at discus, fucking handed it to me. But I became friends with the guy, and then got better at discus because I like got taps off him and shit, and could never beat him, but.
That's already kind of competition, though,
Second.
because you're like, I'll get better because of that guy. That's
Yeah.
still sort of competitive.
Yeah.
Basically, I mean, the basic spirit of it.
He's actually a champion fighter, a Muay Thai fighter now.
Oh, there you go.
He's
He
gone to that
really
line.
was good. Not just on the playground, man.
You know
World
what?
class.
You know what? Okay, I will bleep his name because I want to bring something else up. What is interesting about that
Okay.
guy. Had a falling out when we were in year 9. I
Right.
called his mother a whore. Let's just glaze over that fact.
Wait. Why glaze over that? Why?
So what?
Because she was a whore, or because like something happened and you just wanted to insult him? What?
No, and this is maybe part of the reason why I don't do smack talk, because I say something like that and then someone does take offence. But that aside, and he was saying terrible things about my mother and my father also. It was like a text thing, but that was apparently the straw that broke the camel's back. Anyway, we had a falling out, and yeah, he's now a world champion fighter.
So hunt you down, real.
He could kill me.
Do you reckon he'd be over it by now? 'Cause
Hopefully.
you didn't assert that his mother is a whore. You just said that he said it back in the day.
I do regret it, and
You
if you're listening, mate, I will take one world-class fighter hit to the chin from you, and I mean, if I survive that, then that would just be good news. But I do have one coming. So if you ever wanted to get me back for that, welcome, mate. Smack me right in the face.
But do you reckon, because you like probably want to be a better Muay Thai fighter than you are now, maybe you should just put it out that his mother is in fact a whore.
No!
And that he can find you, and then you give your address, and then it can be like Rocky, right? The best. I don't know if that. I know that song isn't Rocky, but you know, some kind of like you know, that, and just train yourself up, getting ready for the big, you know, see if you can take him on.
out.
Yeah.
Maybe. Hey, if this broadcasting doesn't work out, I'm going to become a world-class fighter.
Yeah. But
good to have a
you
plan
know
B, actually.
what
I've been looking for that,
could
so.
be strong still is the lightning round. Lightning. It's
Even
gonna
that.
hurt you. Stay away. Who's going first?
You.
Okay,
you,
all right,
you,
Tom,
you. Yeah, that's
get
you.
ready to compete in the lightning round. Tom, if you had to represent New Zealand in an Olympic sport right now with no prep whatsoever, what would you choose?
Discus.
That was quick. Here's $20,000, Tom. You have to become.
Thank you.
You
Nice.
have to use that to become the leader in an existing market. Who are you going into competition with?
The leader in existing...
So you're going to build a company with that $20,000 and, like, you know, existing market, become the leader in it.
record label.
Okay, right. Just produce some fucking good music, right?
Yeah, mate. Just some bangers,
So wait, you can produce probably a good album with $20,000.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
If Gandhi had lightning,
If Gandhi had lightning.
if Gandhi and Martin Luther King were in a bare knuckle fist fight, who do you think would win and why?
Martin Luther.
Yeah,
Gandhi's just going to be famished, isn't he?
yeah, he's a pretty scrawny motherfucker.
I reckon, and Martin Luther's just going to be... I reckon he would have taken down some solid T-bones and just like heaps like high protein meals. That guy just exuded power, right?
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. I think of the two pacifists, he would easily be the most strong.
Definitely.
All right, Tom, you get $1 million if you can become the best in the world at something by the year's end. Which endeavor will you choose?
The person who does the longest time on air. So I have to get a world record?
Okay, so like sleep deprivation for like kind of what Jason, Jason PJ of ZM did.
Yeah, I'd set
Sorry,
the world,
international listeners,
set
but
the world record.
yeah. So you go like 200 hours.
Is that
on
going to be
air.
the thing you're the best at? Just being on air for the longest time
Break a
possible?
world record. I was thinking like the best in a certain like field or something, but I guess it's like my phrasing's broad enough that could count. The best at broadcasting unstopped.
Yes, I'll do that then.
Okay, fine. All right, do it.
I could probably get that $1 million. He's got to stay awake.
Oh, there are some big endurance people out there, Tom. I don't know, but hey,
You like-
good to pick as any.
Just have like lots of Ritalin, lots of not ketamine. That's going to drive me out.
No, you can't do like stimulants because then it's invalid. It's not like I'm sure Guinness would take that into account.
Oh, come on, Guinness. You got to stipulate in your rules, sir.
They probably do. I don't
write
know.
$1 million
I'm just
down.
assuming.
Lightning.
Lightning, such high energy. What an episode! All right, hit me. Fucking hell.
I was at the end of yours.
Yeah, it was 4.
Oh God. Okay. Oh, fuck, let's try to pick this up.
Lightning!
Lightning!
Lightning! Sorry, I've got
When
like
I say competition, you say yeah. Competition.
Yeah.
Competition.
Yeah.
When I say competition, you say fuck yeah. Competition.
Fuck yeah!
Competition.
Fuck yeah!
Have you ever entered the following drinking contest, peeing contest, or a Seinfeld-style no masturbating contest as seen in the episode The Contest?
Done drinking competitions?
Did you win? Have you ever won one?
Nah.
Fuck, awesome. If you could hold, if you could hold any world record, what would it be?
Lightning strikes, almost.
Nah, it doesn't. Not quite.
Okay, alright, but to be continued one day it will.
Yeah, lightning strikes, almost.
If I could hold one world record, I think I would have...
TikTok. Don't get hit by the lightning.
Most, fucking...
Oh, it's about to strike you.
Most...
3, 2, 1.
I can't think of anything.
You get struck by lightning, sir. What happens now? What's the punishment? You don't get the other questions?
I couldn't come up with anything.
Ah,
Oh, man.
you little bitch.
God damn it. Most...
For the rest of your life. Right, lightning forgiveness. Lightning mercy. For the rest of your life, you're locked in an extremely competitive game of one of the following: Monopoly, Paper, Scissors, Rock, or a staring contest. What do you choose? Fuck.
Paper, Scissors, Rock, because I always had a knack for that.
An eternal game of that would be fun, eh?
I won way more many times in so many instances where it just seemed beyond chance. I just was able to interpret.
And final lightning.
Anticipate. Yeah.
What brings out the competitive side to you?
I said before, man, someone like who's like good at my natural ability like really makes me want to beat them because it's like, come on, man, I'm not good at much. You don't get to fucking take this.
Well, that's the lightning round.
I didn't survive. I'm the first one to lose the lightning round.
Yeah,
Man.
you little bitch.
I think the moral of this is like just don't go into a podcast with the flu, man. Too low energy, thoughts all over the place. Alright guys, we've done the episode, not our strongest, as I said. Apologies for not apologies for the lightning round. I'm glad you got to witness the first loss of a lightning round, and we'll figure out what my punishment is, what my penance is for losing the lightning round next week.
I reckon you gotta, next time there's a storm, you just gotta stand outside with a fork and a TV antenna and just tinfoil on your head, just all kinds of metal on your body.
Is that going to be interesting to listen to, though?
It would be if we filmed it.
We've got to come and do... There's got to be something we have to do next week
Hey, you put a fork in a socket.
for losing the lightning round. Okay.
Electrocute yourself, please.
At least...
You're the best around.
You're the best around.
That's actually quite a sad song, eh? 1, 2, 1, 2.